Welcome back to HBO Girls Rewatch.
I'm Amelia.
And I'm Evan.
And today
we're going to do a little catch up. We're just going to do a little family chat here, fireside chat.
We've got a guest on their way to our apartment right now.
They missed their stop on the way here because they were giggling too hard, and I'm so excited for that energy.
Oh, me too. I'm feeling what I would call hungover right now at this very minute. So hopefully a giggly energy will...
No, 100%.
Yeah.
So I think it's really interesting. This happened to me yesterday. Does anyone have a word? Like, do you have a word when that just like when you're in default mode, like someone asks you a question and your brain just immediately goes to a word? And for me, it's banana or bananagrams. Like my brain just automatically goes there. It's like default. That's opening browser.
Oh yeah, mine is butter.
Butter.
And this actually stems from in college, I did a lot of improv and people were always asking for a suggestion. And I was like, butter. Because I was like, oh my God.
No, that's the default
And now
word.
I'm still like, butter, butter, butter. That's
Isn't it
actually
crazy they're both foods? That's our B.
My old
And yours is butter?
podcast
was
called Butter because it was a filler name and then we never changed it.
Yeah, everyone has I feel like a lot of people have filler words.
And now that co-host is a booktuber.
I love her. She's so successful.
I'm so happy for her.
She'll never look us in the eyes.
I mean, she doesn't live in this country, so it's going to be hard to run into her.
Oh, yeah, you can't really look someone in the eyes over Zoom, can you?
Yeah, no, it's impossible. Oh my God, my voice is kind of shot too.
Which I'm liking. Like, I like a little shoddy voice.
No, I love your outfit today.
I'm wearing a tie that my family friend gave to me.
If you're only on audio, visually, Evan has a popped collar and a loose tie. They look
I want to show you my pants. Should I stand on the couch?
Yeah. Show
you
the
describe
pants.
it.
So the pants are kind of like, you know, when you're 2006, you're in third grade and your mom buys you like those green cargo shorts that are like kind of Lizzie McGuire energy for some reason. Evan got those, but white version on it. And then they have their like fancy shoes that are a collaboration with a car brand.
They're not fancy. I thrifted them for $10. They're Ferrari X Puma.
Who were we with that were like, I thought they were bowling shoes.
Yeah, but meant it so earnestly and a compliment.
Yeah, they were like, I love your shoes. Are they like for bowling?
And I was like, well.
And you're like, I'm going out tonight.
This is my lane. You get the hell out of here.
You're so mad.
A bowling reference. Honey, I was about to strike her down.
Honey, there were no spares in the sight.
Yeah. I know F's to spare.
Literally. Honey, she's headed straight for the gutter.
She's in the gutter. If
Sorry.
anything.
Do you guys like that?
I love
Do you
bowling
like
puns.
pun stuff? Evan loves puns. It's almost like all they do.
My brain really automatically goes to puns.
I think it's probably the dyslexia.
I do think so because I've had so much trouble with words that it's like I've had to really focus on them. And then because of that, it's so easy for me to make puns.
Honestly, it's a superpower.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. But I don't think queer people ever do puns either.
Gay people
don't get to
puns.
do puns and they never get to prank. And I'm really in my forefront of my life. If there's one thing on this earth I can change, it's like I want to be pranking. I don't want to be punning. And sorry.
Evan is trying to launch an empire with this girl Mira, where they do just like pranks towards people and they call themselves Princess Pranks.
Princess Pranks. Ooh, you got Princess Pranks. We've done one prank.
It went viral, and it was just Evan pretending to be an innocent bystander answering a phone call to Mir.
For a bunghole.
You
You missed your bunghole appointment. But
So
you know
stupid.
what? Everyone believed it.
Everyone believed it. My old roommate texted me and was like, is this Evan?
No,
Because it went viral on TikTok, and they didn't know the other girl.
No, literally. Well, 2 million people saw it, and not a single person thought. Amelia came into my room afterwards. She's like, that was terrible acting. But we tricked 2 million people.
Yeah, because I overheard Evan have it, and I was like, Evan, no one's going to believe that you were being earnest for a single second. Boy, was I wrong.
You were so wrong.
You live, you learn.
We all live. We all learn. I wonder what else is exciting this week. Well, okay, this is really interesting. Amelia and I are both attending and performing in an improv festival this weekend. I'm going to show Amelia is producing called Soapbox. This is my 5th time on it. I'm Nepo for this damn show.
Anytime someone cancels, Evan gets to replace them.
It's so cool. It's like, my name won't be on a poster, but I'll be there. That's how I like it.
No, I love it. Improv is so, many ways it's dead. So it's cool to like keep doing it. Do you guys like the crochet blanket
Wait, let's
today?
talk about thread for 2.1 seconds.
Thread? Oh, Threads.
The Twitter competitor.
I need to check my notifications right now.
Okay, I'm really loving this app because in the course of 2 days, I got more followers on this than I had for the literally 11 years I was on Twitter. Of course, I didn't use Twitter for 10 years of the 11 years I had it. But then, of course, the day Elon Musk became CEO, it's the exact same day I started going on Twitter because like, oh, this could be fun. And of course, it was the worst time physically possible to get on that app. But now I'm on Threads, and it's really cool because it was amazing the first 9 hours because it was like FYP TikTok kind of vibes where any random person could like your thread, and then every single celebrity on earth joined the app, and now it's completely like it's just for Shakira now.
Twitter is?
Threads.
Oh.
It's cool. She doesn't listen to me.
Sorry, I was looking at I love you. I love you so much. My biggest
Are you reading your
thread
threads?
right now is the one that we have in common.
It's your most liked? No,
Just because a girl walking down the street is tall doesn't mean she's a Haim sister.
But your most liked one is actually Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato hugging, and then you being like my Instagram friends meeting my Twitter friends or something.
When Instagram mutuals become thread mutuals.
Oh yeah, and such a vintage eye. It's like the what's that called? Photo booth photo of Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
And Demi.
Do you guys remember when they had a web show and then Miley Cyrus and her friend Mandy like made fun of it?
Oh, I love Mandy. I wonder what she's up to.
I love. Okay, Selena in this
They need
photo,
a podcast.
It's like those jelly bracelets that you make a figure 8 out of. Is so powerful.
They would have all loved podcasting, I think.
Who?
Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, and Mandy.
I don't know. You'd think Demi Lovato would already have a podcast.
Like we have 13-year-old DJs. Why can't we have 13-year-old podcasters?
We definitely do.
We're just not listening.
We're not looking in the right places.
No, that's very true. Huh.
So, how was your week? You guerrilla marketed and stuff?
When you say it feels like a slur, it's violent when it comes out of your mouth. It feels like a
How
sucker
was
punch.
Independence Day?
It was good. I went to my cousin's wedding in Newport this weekend, and it was very much like Marnie, Desi wedding kind of vibes, except it didn't rain.
Don't give it a... You don't know who Desi is, and it's no problem.
This is a rewatch. It can't be art. We can't not spoil stuff, can we? What do you guys think? I think we should be talking about past, present, and future when we were watching
I think
the show.
a huge issue we're running into in the podcast is we'd love if everybody was here with us right now.
Yeah, we want...
Like,
we
we're
want
always
market
asking...
focus groups.
Yeah, we're asking focus group questions, and there is no focus group.
Well, one of the sickest things is on our Instagram stories, we're like, do you guys want us to create a thread account? Exactly 50%. Like 100 people said yes and 100 people said no.
I love that 100 people were like, please do not join Threads. As HBO girls rewatch it was like, oh, okay.
That is a majority. I think if even like 1/3 of people say no, it's like, oh, it is a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. It's like, okay, we're not doing it.
Amelia said she wanted to make it her pet project. So it's like, I'm so focused on my own thread account. I need those 3 likes a week that it's like I don't have time to do HBO girls. For thread. Huh.
Sorry, I just got tired.
I think it's iced coffee break time.
I know. We'll be back really quickly with our guest.
Lukas Battles. I'm so excited.
I know. How do we know him?
We met him in a pregame recently, and honestly, it was so fun meeting him. We hit it off. He's such a lovely boyfriend. He'll be like sitting in a corner talking.
I know. This is so exciting because we've never had somebody watching while we record, but their boyfriend will be. I wonder what chair they'll pick. Let's not tell them which to sit in.
No, yeah. I actually think they might go sit in Amelia's room because we can't have the AC on in here when we record, and it's actually almost 90 degrees outside, and we have like direct sunlight. So it might get so hot in here in the course of this record.
I'm excited.
Yeah, well, love you.
Oh, there they are now. Put your hands together for Lukas Battles.
Oh, is there anything you want us to plug?
No, that's fine.
It's Lukas with a K, right?
It's Lukas with a K. Yeah, very
I
Eastern
want,
European.
I
We
want
have
people
to plug
going in
that.
to know that.
Yeah, I think that the C looks weird. It really brings the name down in elevation. You got to have like a spike in the
You need
middle.
skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
You need city skyline.
Yes, no, I completely agree with
You're
that.
gonna be DC if you have a C in there.
Yeah, no, it would be weird.
It'd be hell.
It'd be hell.
It's Marvel.
I wish I knew. Oh, because there's no skyscraper.
Because there's no C.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's true.
I actually want that to start off the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
A Marvel
Hey,
reference.
Amelia, leave that in. Don't edit that.
Personal note to iPad in
Yeah.
corner.
I think your
Leave it
audience.
in.
Yeah, how about the one audience member?
I know, this is so exciting.
We have one audience member today, Thomas. Woo! We do this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you hear noises in the background, like gum chewing.
Smacking of lips.
Yeah, smacking lips.
No laughter, just lip smacking.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Our first laugh track. That's amazing.
I know. Amelia's been adding them for months.
I should have a room tone mic like over in the corner near you, just to pick it up.
Oh yeah, you're the roots.
Hey, Tonight Show Jimmy Fallon.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Today we're covering season 2.
Wait.
What?
Amelia bought Redbubble HBO girls mugs, and we didn't even use them for inauguration.
I was gonna say this is a White Lotus one.
Which is
know.
HBO still, which is I guess you're
still
like
part of the
we're in the
family.
family.
I
Do you see, like this? We stole this off a wall yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's Spotify for podcasts. It has nothing to do with us, of course, but we
It's
thought
just
it'd be
adding
nice.
some color. Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
Spotify. It's just
our
like kind
vision
of
board.
light theming all around.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like this,
It's Spotify colors. It's Spotify colors in a way.
this
We
does
just do
something.
everything green and black.
Yeah.
We should
Ooh,
really
I
send
like
them a
that.
message.
Yeah.
The Spotify for Podcasters app though is black and purple, so maybe
Oh, that's
we
a
could
good
lean
point.
into that.
Oh, you're doing that. Amelia's actually wearing black and purple.
Oh, for Max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that hard for
For
you guys
Max.
to transition?
Max.
We of course didn't.
Oh, really?
Should we? Well, there's still HBO section under Max.
Yeah.
Which is so confusing.
There's so many.
I hope Max wins the streaming wars. Personally,
They're on the front line. We're on the front lines helping.
God forbid
Threads
it's
will.
Peacock.
Peacock's losing.
They're
5 years
fighting
from now,
so
it's like
much.
all we have is Peacock and Hulu. I'd kill myself.
No.
Do you think
Not
they're gonna
Hulu.
eliminate services?
Yeah, of course.
You're not just gonna like combine.
I don't know. I read one article by like The Economist about the streaming wars, and now I'm like, I know.
Are they
the
not gonna like
answers.
NATO it? Like there's
They bring them all together.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Love Simon is leading Hulu.
There's gonna be
Love
a-
Simon's the general of Hulu.
Wait, I hope it's like, just like the Love Simon Heartstopper, Heartthrobber.
Yeah. We want a gay. We
Heartthrobber.
want a gay.
Heartthrobber.
Heart throbbing.
Heartthrobbing.
The nice high school gay romance
Yeah.
TV show.
People really love that.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I mean, don't watch it, but
really?
you know everything about it, of course.
I just saw Olivia Colman was in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
She's
like,
everywhere
You can
now.
guess what the plot is. It's kind of one of those shows.
I'm always
and-
shocked by Olivia Colman's haircut.
What?
Like,
the
in
one she
my
always
head-
has.
Yeah, what she always has always surprises me.
default.
In my head, I'm remembering her with different hair, and then I'm
Longer
like,
hair.
wait, that's what your hair is.
She kept her hair the same as the night she won the Oscar. Like when she won it, she just
She's locked.
kept it.
Yeah,
That shit.
yeah.
This is my hairstyle. It's like almost like a 1920s wavy thing going on too. It's like above the ear. It's wild because it used to be much
branding.
longer. It's branding.
It's branding.
Today we're covering season 2, episode 6, Boys.
This is such a fun episode.
I
This
know.
is great. The opposite of girls.
It's literally the opposite of girls. Okay, are you ready to jump into synopsis?
Yeah. Okay. And the crazy part is that I can never remember either. If that makes you feel
Okay.
any
Yeah,
better.
that makes me feel much better.
Yeah.
Ready,
Wait. Amelia. One sec.
Ready?
Wait. Where does it even start?
Set.
Okay. No. Yes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Lena got a book deal, an ebook deal that is. But how is she feeling about that? Uh-oh, Adam's got a dog, and it's not nice. And Ray finds out about it as he looks for his copy of Little Women. Oh, I have 7 more seconds. Marnie's like, Juice Booth Jonathan is going to be in my booth because I'm falling in love with this crazy guy.
Okay, so basically Hannah gets an ebook deal. Ray tries to get a book back because his aunt wrote in the margins or something, and he has to go retrieve it from Adams, and Adams like stole a dog, and Ray's like, you have to return the dog, but the dog is from Staten Island, so they agree to go together, and it's like the boys hang out for the first time. Oh, and you gotta finish this off.
And they go to the house of where the dog belongs, and they like don't want the dog, right?
And then a crazy girl doesn't want the dog.
The girl's like, that's not my dog. I don't want the dog. And then one of them wants to give up, right? And
Adam gets so pissed at
yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. And then they give up. And then Ray is like, I'm going to finish this because I feel like he's wants to finish one thing in his life. Right. 'Cause
Exactly.
He's such a downer.
And that's
think.
1 minute.
Good job.
And
That was good.
And a quick little ad. And of course, if we were living at double time, this is still under a minute. Marnie goes to Booth Johnson's apartment and is like, oh my God, we're dating. And then he's like, no, you just like the concept of me. We're not actually dating. And then she's pissed off
Yeah.
for a party. She's hosting a party with him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Marnie's
B-plot.
insane for that. When she was the
Marnie's-
host, when
the
she didn't know
party?
she was on the clock.
Yeah, he
It's
was like,
insane.
do you want $500 for tonight? And she's like, I just want you to be my boyfriend. And
Yeah.
he laughs.
Why does he have a wine room?
Also, and they have the grossest sex ever.
There's so much to be said about Boo Jonathan today.
He's insane. He, like, I've never seen someone so short be so
Like that.
acting
I
like
think a lot
that.
of short people are like that because they have to over. My mom's like that. She's so overcompensated
Your
all the
mom
time.
is like Boo Jonathan? That's so fucked up to say.
Just a big personality, a little body.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
God.
compact.
I know. Well, everyone in my family. Well, I should be shorter than I am, but I went on human growth hormone, so did my brother. But he's 5'7", which is still famously not that tall. But
Yeah.
I should be short. I'm the tallest person in my family at 5'9" on both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm defying the odds.
Yeah, well, you're towering over them.
I'm like, it feels good.
You're hitting your head on
Yeah.
things. It's like a whole thing.
Nothing's built for me.
Yeah.
Everything looks so little in my hands.
tiny silverware.
But then I have cousins, I have cousins on my other side of my family. They're all second cousins. All my like close whatever. But second cousins that are like 6'4" and they're all like giants. It's so crazy. And they all live in Israel and are Jews for Jesus. I have 6'4" Jews for Jesus cousins.
Oh, wow. I'm the shortest guy in my family, and I'm also the oldest. So it's kind of,
That's
no.
so
Yeah.
a situation to find yourself in.
it was definitely something I had to navigate, and it was difficult. And when my 17-year-old brother beat me up that one time, it was hard to bounce back. But here I am.
Yeah, look at you
How
now.
many years older are you than him?
9.
Oh, that's.
No.
Oh, wow.
Did anyone hear the hurt in his voice?
He
when
has a
said
natural
9?
swimmer's body, so like he has like the reach. Like it was
That's
tough.
so
He
unfair.
can do the butterfly.
Yeah, he can do the butterfly, and he can also pin you down by your neck, apparently. So
That's so cool. Is that what got you into TikTok?
he made me.
Yeah.
Yeah, every TikTok I've ever made is just my brother with a gun to my head outside of frame. And I'm just terrified. I'm
I
like,
love it.
yeah, just trying to signal for help here.
Lucas,
Hmm.
where were you when Girls first came out?
I was in my newly divorced mother's house, and she was obsessed with it.
In
And
Michigan?
in Michigan. And I remember my older sister, and my mom started watching it, but it would be like, I think I was, how old was, when did it come out?
2012.
Yeah, so I was too young to watch, so they would send me upstairs. And then I
They'd
couldn't
send
watch
you
it.
away.
That was my first expert. Like I remembered it being like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my mom, because there was so much nudity, my mom and sister didn't want to watch it with me, so they would like send me away. But they like loved it. And then I rewatched it later on, and it was so funny. And then obviously it went through the infamous hate
Yeah.
at the time. So then I was like secret about thinking it was funny. And then I rewatched it again, and I was like, wow, performance art. This is amazing.
Wow.
No,
so you've
literally.
been through kind of every place you can go with feeling about the show.
Were you out of the
100%.
closet when it came out?
No.
And that,
Which was-
that would have been big things for you.
That would have been huge for me. That would have changed everything. But I think it definitely helped.
Yeah, of course.
It's like a seed. Like you see one scene of Girls, and it's kind of a seed in the back of your head, and it kind of grows.
Yeah.
And then a couple years later, you're like, gay. Thanks, Hannah.
Exactly.
That's Hannah's impact.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Well, when you're gay and you see naked bodies on TV, I don't know if you guys experience this before you come out. Like you're like, everyone's watching my face as this happens to see how I react to either a female's naked body or a man's naked body. Like they
Yeah.
all know my secret. So you're doing crazy eyes when someone's like penis on HBO is on there.
It's always HBO.
It's always HBO. Well, the new are you watching And Just Like That?
No, is it out?
So
the second
season, episode 4 just came out. So much nudity in this show. The first 2
Really?
episodes, my mom was like, it's a little gross. It's like, okay, well, it's meant for her, so they need
Sarah,
to figure
Sarah
that out.
Jessica?
She's the one that doesn't get nude, but
Of course.
All the other
Miranda,
girls.
she
You know
can't
that
stop getting
contract's
nude.
buttoned up. But
buttoned up. The way they're like, Miranda has to divorce
Yeah,
her
she
husband,
has to be nude in
move
every
to
other
LA, date Shay Diaz, and just be so horny.
Miranda full frontal making cereal scene. Like, it's
Literally.
like totally not necessary.
It's like, Cynthia Nixon, you're doing porn, bitch.
Cynthia Nixon, let's take it off.
Wait,
We're
what's
doing
the
this.
guy from Twilight who always had to take his shirt off and got paid?
Taylor Lautner?
Taylor Lautner. I swear on Miranda has that same contract, Cynthia Nixon, because she's to fucking get naked in every episode. This poor girl.
I just can't stop thinking about when Cynthia Nixon ran for office.
It was
Do you remember
good.
that?
I remember
For
when she
mayor
went
of
on
New
Jimmy
York.
Fallon and was
it
like,
governor
I
or
am
mayor?
running.
I think it was mayor.
Mayor, yeah.
Of New York?
Yeah, she did.
She wanted full control.
She's my mayor.
She was elected.
She got like second or third, like most amount of votes.
She got second or third place.
Yeah, third place.
That's
pretty good.
powerful.
I know. And Paperboy Prince, who's like a random guy in Bushwick who has a store, got like fifth.
Oh, really?
I guess
It's that easy to place?
I guess it's that easy.
It's that easy to place. They meddled.
Girl,
What girl are you?
Holy shit. Okay, what girl am I?
And also, you can do a substitute answer to this,
Okay.
because they also mentioned Little Women in this episode. Like, what Little Women are you? So
Okay,
you can
thank you.
also do that.
Okay. I love Little Women. I have like tweeted and talked about the Little Women universe. I want to be
You're
expanded.
perfect.
Like, I'm obsessed with this. And I want to know, like, when I'd never seen the original, which is bad, but when I saw Greta Gerwig's, the one with, all the
slubs.
people.
Emma
yeah.
Watson.
Emma Watson was in it. Oh, good for her. She was kind of stuck
Remember
in
she
the
went
Harry
to
Potter
Brown?
thing. She went to Brown?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
she
would just
stopped
sit
acting.
in class, and everyone would be like, what the fuck is Emma Watson standing next to Rizzy for?
Yeah, post, what was that? The movie
Harry
with Ezra
Potter?
Miller? No.
Oh.
Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Perks of Being a
When she had, I'm so sorry. I'm going so, I
No,
will
you
answer this
have
thing.
to.
Wait.
Her American accent in that movie,
Good or bad?
horrible.
It's not a real accent, of course. It's something much scarier.
It's much more sinister. She's like, no, don't kill yourself. And it's like, that's the
that was
entire
so
time.
good.
Thank
It sounds
you.
like she has something stuck in her throat and is
Yeah.
trying to speak American.
I was trying to speak American. But okay, who am I in Little Women? I am the one that dies. Beth.
Is that Beth?
Beth.
Beth. What
And
does she get sick
Who
from?
is she in
being
Girls,
weak?
do you think?
Being kind.
Oh, she dies for
Because
being
kindness
nice.
can kill.
Yeah, I've heard that.
No, yeah.
in
so,
this town.
and I think that I
Kill him with kindness.
yeah, in this town.
Selena taught me that.
Yes. And I feel like I'm also very kind. Like, I'm going out, I'm giving the basket to people, and sometimes that in the end has consequences. So
Wow.
And I felt like a lot of the movie was about her because she died, and then everyone was talking about her, and then she did the pixie cut because her sister died, and I think like my sister once cut her hair because I did something, so it's like I kind of have that effect on people. So
Oh, wow.
I'm her, and then in Girls, I feel like I am. Oh my god,
We can tell you what
they're
we
all
think
so bad.
if you want.
Yes, will you do that first?
Yeah, of course. I'm okay. So for my energy, I would say you're a combination of Hannah and Shoshana.
Holy shit. Okay.
I
My-
would say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
This is amazing.
Might as well just.
Those are our two favorites.
I'm
Well, we
usually
like all of them.
Marnie. It's not good over
You
here
can't- there's
either.
not. What's a good one? Which one do you want?
Jessa?
Not Jessa.
Well,
no, I guess you're right. That is a good combination. Because. So I'm going to end up pregnant and alone?
No. Shoshana's married at that.
Oh, yeah. Shoshana had the best ending.
Yeah, and
for
she gets
sure.
to go to Japan.
Oh, yeah. She does get to go to Japan, the Tokyo episode.
Yeah, it's
Loved.
perfect.
Okay, no, that's really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
What girl are you in this episode?
I am Jessa for the 1 second she's on stage where it's like, I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to get everyone else's business. I'm in a bad mood.
Love
and she's
that.
like, well, no one's going to read your book. And it's like,
yeah, Jessa's like staying at Hannah's apartment. Hannah's trying to write her
she's
book.
in the bathtub.
She's in the bathtub. She's like, I fell asleep in there. And then she's like, I'm depressed. Fuck you, Hannah. And Hannah's like, you can stay over as long as you want.
Yeah, I'm also Marnie, I think, because it's like I would totally date someone for their lifestyle.
Yeah, right.
She was so in. It was so embarrassing. She goes 100% in, and it's always like,
Her and
So
she's
cringy.
wearing like a metallic dress. She's like,
Oh,
I'm
the
in the art.
see-through transparent
Yeah,
dress with
she's
a
like-
metallic dress underneath.
I'm friends with art guys now. This is my thing.
And the dress stands up on its own. Like she's in the subway,
Yeah.
she puts it down, and it's literally staying up. It's Polly Pocket.
oh my God.
I love it. I'd wear
It's
that
so
dress.
good. I think it's really interesting because she is like such a pretty girl, and I think her whole life everything's gone her way.
Yeah.
Like people don't usually say no to people like as pretty as her. I guess is like the implication.
Yeah, like
in
she
reality.
says in this episode, like, usually when I think someone's my boyfriend, they are. So for you to tell me that you're actually not my boyfriend is just really hard for me. And she's
That's
like
so real.
sobbing in the wine cellar.
Doesn't she also masturbate in the wine cellar?
Not in this one.
She masturbates.
That's a
in-
different.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a different
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it's a
In the
different
art
one.
gallery, season 3, episode 1, after
Oh,
she
yeah.
meets Booth Jonathan, and they go to the High Line and it's closed, she goes back. I think it's the bathroom, and she locks herself in there and masturbates.
And she's like, he's
Aggressive.
so cool.
Yeah, he's masturbating to a lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
home and gardens just open up.
Masturbating to a lifestyle is honestly not the worst thing a person
Why
could do.
did she do that? That was insane of her.
She was
It's
stuck
so
with Charlie. She
crazy.
was hot. It was. I
Yeah.
feel for her.
I hated when she dated Charlie. That made no sense to me.
They're
It never
perfect
does.
for each other.
No.
In no ways.
In no ways. It's so wrong.
In no
It's so
ways.
wrong.
Literally. Wait, girl, what girl are you?
I wanted to say I'm Jessa too, because here's the thing. It's like when I'm in a bad mood,
This is a terrible household to live in.
it's Evan's fault.
3 Jessas.
I wake up in a bad mood. Evan's getting thrown.
Oh yeah, really?
She got so mad at me. When she's in a bad mood, it's 100% something I did.
Oh my god. It's 100%
I am
something I
mean
did.
to her, but then sometimes it affects her and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, it depends on if I'm listening to Evan that day or not.
And you never know like which day.
No, I never
it's
know.
like it's random every time.
And guess what it is today?
Not listening.
It's anger.
Oh.
We were
I woke up
feuding.
and we were feuding.
Was it because I was late?
No, it had nothing to do
No,
with you, of
nothing to do
course.
with
You didn't even we didn't even look at the clock.
I didn't, yeah.
I think it's the moisture in the air. It's like making me be like,
Yeah, it's
fuck
like,
off.
It's like a feral energy, and you're just like want to jump at people.
Evan's saying like
We're rabid.
we watched the episode together and Evan was trying to talk during it and I was like, shut up.
You're like, it's 11:30.
I was like, I haven't had my coffee yet. It's perfect. But the way Jess is just like so mean to Hannah, and Hannah's like, no worries, girl, whatever you need is so
They
our relationship.
all I know is that Lena Dunham loves interior bathtub. Like they use that
They
bathtub.
use that bathtub.
They beat the shit out of that bathtub. Like if they don't know where a scene needs to be,
It's in the bathtub.
courtroom scene,
Bathtub.
bathtub. Like they're always in that bathtub. 2 people, 3 characters, 4 characters. Like they could have a 6-person dinner party scene in a fucking bathtub.
That's an amazing
And
point.
I wish they would.
I would, and it would make sense.
Has anyone ever used their bath in New York City?
No.
Like, we have it. I'm not going in. I see what I do in there. It's like
Yeah.
we're not
No.
swimming in that.
And they have like 6 people in there. They're rolling around. They're going in and out. They're dolphining.
They're
like it's-
dolphining.
Yeah,
They're
it's
dolphining.
They're
insane.
journaling, they're
Yeah.
writing.
I'm like, what?
They're doing their
They're
deposition.
painting.
Getting divorced. They do it all there.
And that, I swear to God, that bathtub is like, that's girl. Like
That's
should
your
be-
dissertation.
Yeah, that's like the bathtub is the most important place of girls. Everything important, like every important plot point happens in the bathtub.
100%.
That is so
Yeah.
true.
Well, it's like
Watch your
we
back.
have no water in this city to ever be inside of, and water famously is healing way of water. And
the movie about the girl who falls in love with a fish.
Oh my God.
Man.
The Shape of Water.
I
I
the
watched.
Shape of Water.
We had no. Me and my.
Wait, Way of Water is Avatar.
Oh yeah, Wave Water. Also a weird water movie that's
saw that
kind
in-
of sexual.
I saw that in Panoramic.
Oh, you did.
You saw like 4 screens.
Yeah, but it was
On
only
the
when
ceiling.
they swim that it goes like that.
Your brain was flickering. Your brain was trying to shut off. No, I watched The Shape of Water. We had me and my like friend who is like a military guy
How do you know him?
from high school, and
It always is.
we like didn't have anything to do in New York. He was visiting. He was staying with me. We're like, let's go to a movie.
Was he here for Fleet Week?
No, no, he was here. This is like 2-3 years ago. He's just visiting. He was here for what is the what's it called when all the sailors come? You know,
Fleet
the sail-
Week.
Oh, that's what it
Shark
called.
Week.
That sounded like a gay thing.
Oh, no. Shark Week.
Yeah, he's here for Shark Week. No,
It was Memorial Day's Fleet Week.
yeah, Memorial
And they-
Day.
I only know that because of Sex and the City, that one episode. They're like,
Oh, and they-
Fleet Week.
and Samantha fucks the
yeah.
sailor, obviously. The seaman, yeah. The writers knew what they were doing with that. They come on, they knew that. And we were like, what movie should we watch? And then we just went into The Shape of Water, and we just were the only ones in the theater,
It was 2 or 3 years ago.
or whenever it came out.
Like 6 months ago.
No, The Shape of Water.
Oh, The Shape of Water.
You know the lizard?
Huh.
Pull up the trailer.
A24.
Trailer.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
I know
the
you're talking about
lizard.
the fish man.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And they have
Way
this
of Water
sex
and a
scene.
I've actually never seen it.
Okay. Well, for
Hey,
anybody
this
who's
is
not
how-
seen it, there's a
yeah.
graphic sex scene underwater, and it's
They
just
fully fuck.
they fully fuck.
This is a Patreon exclusive.
Oh my
This
God.
segment, we're doing Way of
fully
Water.
have sex.
That's
Sorry.
crazy.
The water.
That's like if in No Hard Feelings, Jennifer Lawrence actually fucked the teen.
Oh, don't spoil.
Exactly. Yes. And like she was like, my mouth is so salty.
So
Oh my god.
Like I ate a bag of almonds.
Well, we always wanted to know what would happen if H2O, the Nickelodeon show, was on HBO, and now we
Yeah, you know.
HBO.
Hey, watch it.
yeah,
That's what
if
they're
it
talking
was
about the whole
wrong,
time.
now, like HBO.
I think it's time to move on to our next seggy.
Leaning
Into
into Lena.
Okay, this segment we're gonna unpack what we think Lena's brain is all about.
Okay,
Which
so
is hard.
So in this episode, if we zoom out a little bit, we're seeing that Jessa's depressed. Shoshana is like feeling weird about the new relationship with Ray because she has ideas in her head of what a relationship should be.
Hannah's
And
so stressed about the ebook.
Hannah's so excited because she got a book deal, but she doesn't know how to act, and they're like, it's due in 1 month, and she's overwhelmed.
Which is crazy.
And then
Yeah.
we've got Marnie being like, I think I have a new boyfriend who has a cool job and cool friends. I love being like elevated in this sort of way. And then she's met with the idea that that's actually not the case, and maybe she doesn't really like Booth Jonathan.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really care about her. And then I think also a huge part of this episode is seeing how Hannah and Marnie aren't talking about what's going on when they call each other at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
both like,
yeah.
I'm so happy. Me too. Yay. Yay. Talk soon. That's the first time that they're like, it's like that thing where like someone who's been your close friend like moves to an outer layer of friendship where you're not telling each other the deep stuff all the time.
That's
So-
a really good point, Emil.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course, mainly, hugely, was Adam and Ray connecting as friends for the first time.
Yeah.
That's big.
And them having to like have a mission to
Well,
hang
that's the
out.
boys of the boys.
Yeah. So
boys are the boys.
I think those are all the points we need to touch on.
This
Does
is our
anybody
Fleet
wanna-
Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our Fleet Week. This is so exciting.
Well,
Wait.
how do we feel about Ray and Adam's budding friendship?
This is when he comes over and Adam is doing his thing with the wood, right? And he's
Yeah.
hitting and he's clacking and he's sawing, which I love because
There's
I
like
think
weird sculptures made out of tires in the
yeah,
background.
which I think that we should normalize bringing random things like into your New York City apartment that should be in a garage in the Midwest. Like he's using his apartment as a garage in the Midwest.
His
Like,
kitchen is a garage.
yeah, and he's making stuff, which I love. But I think that it's wholesome, like them becoming friends. Because I
Totally.
feel like they're actually both nice people deep down. I think they're nicer than the girls.
Yeah.
Like, obviously,
In some
right?
way. I think Adam has a very kind heart and then does some weird thing. No one's that nice in this show.
True, but I think that,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, but explain it. I'm curious to know why.
I feel like they have a wholesome, because they're not trying to like, I feel like they're not trying to sabotage each other.
Yeah. It's like, it's more direct. Like, of course,
Yeah.
Adam gets so angry at Ray in their first time meeting in this episode because he's so not over Hannah's relationship and like takes it out on Ray and it's like, I can't take this shit. I'm going to leave you with this dog on Staten Island. And it's like,
But that's just like annoyed.
yeah,
that's just
yeah.
like I'm annoyed if you want to go. It's not like anything that's like malicious. You know what I mean? I feel like, and then it progresses on to like them actually kind of being cool.
yeah, 100%.
You know?
I can't stand them in this episode. I don't know what y'all are possibly talking about.
Oh, I thought it was wholesome.
Oh my god, the way they're just like talking about Lena like she's a stuffed animal at the fair.
Okay, I didn't know
love
exactly. I
that.
forgot what they
the
said.
Tweety bird, they carried a Tweety
The
bird
Tweety
around.
bird around, and when you win the toy, you realize you don't even want it. It's like, okay, that's insane. And then Ray or Adam like calling out Ray for dating Shoshana. I mean, their entire conversation where they're like, you can't date in-betweeners. You either need to date a
Oh,
That's
teen
yeah.
girl
so
Oh,
or
crazy.
an
that's-
old woman.
I call that wholesome. That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Their friendship is wholesome.
Not that I don't remember what they talked about after. I'm talking about the initial when he comes over trying to look for the book and Adam is like down to help.
I love it when they're like,
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
really fucked up conversation that they have. Ray's
It's-
really weird for that.
it's
Right.
the backup sequence where he's like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, but I need backup. He's like, backup? like in a movie, I can be your muscle. It's like men always want it. Like these straight men, they love James Bond. They want to be backup.
He's like, I don't want to go to Staten Island alone. But instead of being like, will you come with me? He's like, oh.
He's gonna do role play.
I need, like we're superheroes and we gotta save the day and like I need your muscle. It's like y'all can just hang out.
You guys can kiss. Don't worry. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
So crazy. That the cosplay having fun.
But literally, Ray being like, or Adam being like, Shoshana doesn't care about you. You only like her because it'll never be real because she's a child and you're fucking immature. And he's like, yeah, I like her because she's vulnerable and stupid
Yeah,
and
I hate
insecure. And then Adam's like, I love dating a 54-year-old woman. She has low expectations. It's like,
Well,
it was kind of devastating
It's 'cause she
dialogue.
I
didn't, like,
forgot about that the girl that Adam was seeing, the older one.
Wait.
we don't really get
we
to
don't-
see her.
we
Wait,
just
when
hear
does she?
about her.
When does he date the
Mimi or
one with the brown
Oh,
hair,
that
the one
one
that's
girl.
like doesn't want him to like have like rough sex with her? Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Amy
that's
Schumer's friend.
That's not this. Oh yeah, Amy
Amy
Schumer's.
Schumer's friend. That's
When Amy Schumer jumps in randomly, you go, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here? No, that's not this episode, though, is it?
No,
that's
We
not-
have some time. We have some time.
Yeah.
Well, he starts going to A&A again, and he runs into the woman's like, and he's like, "Oh, I have to set you up with my daughter," and then blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, oh, I
yeah,
love her.
yeah.
And that woman is maybe 30. So
Yes, that is older though.
Yeah, that is also, you're right. And that woman is the same age as them.
woman.
Wait, there's so many crazy sequences in this episode.
I know.
I love that just the book deal in the beginning where it's like that crazy publisher who
Mm-hmm.
that guy, that actor is always playing crazy publisher because in what's that show, Amy A.D. Bryan's show?
Shrill.
He also plays, he like runs,
Oh, he plays the
he's the
crazy editor.
Yeah. He's
of a
always playing
magazine.
crazy editor, gay crazy editor who is like on ketamine. This is all he's so typecasted.
Maybe that's who he is.
It is who he is.
Okay.
He's like in Brooklyn and he's like, when did Brooklyn become this? Where is this place? Who
I
set
know
this
the
up?
AC on again. For
I'm
1 second.
sweating.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're going to AC.
Guys, it's so like we're sitting in pools of sweat
Sweating.
trying to talk about this episode.
No, I felt
It's
a bead
hard.
rolling down my.
It's like, well, yeah, it's time.
Okay, so I think it's so like of the time because it's like talking about like how it's an ebook and how like he loves her essay. Like that was so during the ebook boom, and the way he's like, you have 1 month to write it. It just is like showing that like in 2012, that's really when we decided that content isn't highly paid anymore. Like in the way that Sex and the City, like Carrie just
a really
had a
good
column
point.
and could make a living off of like one column. It's like now you're in the freelance space where it's like, yeah, I'm writing an ebook, but I'm not getting paid to write it for a year and develop it.
And you can't hold it in your hand, so it's
Yeah.
worth less.
She's probably getting paid like $4K for her ebook that she wrote in a month.
She was so excited.
literally.
No, I think that's actually a really good point. I think because it was existed online and it was virtual and it wasn't like tangible, it was like,
The quality.
less.
Yeah.
No, literally.
but it was the same thing.
Well, in this city, you literally see people get booked on TV shows all the time, and then they're like 3 months later to go back to being a waiter.
yeah,
I know. It's like all these people in entertainment that we look up to also like work at a cafe down the street.
They're also a barista.
It's like, this is hell.
You can be a Nobel Prize winner, but also have two day
You need a
jobs.
side hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need a
Like-
side hustle.
Tick Tick Boom today.
You have to
Andrew
affiliate market.
Garfield would create Rent and then also still have to get his ass to work brunch at the diner on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the state of our economy.
He would still need an Etsy shop on the side.
Literally. When a girl
selling
doesn't,
merch.
when a girl doesn't sell necklaces like this on Etsy, I'm like, well, how are you paying your rent? Bitch? How the hell?
Okay, so you're an EGOT winner, and how are you paying for rent?
I'm like
No,
Meryl
literally.
Streep. What's going on, babe?
yeah. What's going on?
You're obviously not making him up. Yeah.
I mean, you know what we used to talk about? The assistant, what's her name? June Lee.
Oh, okay.
When she eats the rose water ice cream.
So do you remember this
so
scene
funny.
where it's literally Greta? What's her last name? She's the star of Past Lives.
Oh yeah.
Greta Lee.
Greta Lee.
She's Booth Jonathan's current assistant, but gets fired because Booth Jonathan's like, "Did you have a bite of my ice cream?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I tried it." And then he's like, "That's so crazy."
Like you really violated my personal space.
Yeah, and she's like, "Fuck you! I could go on tour with my boyfriend right now. Bye."
For Carly Rae Jepsen. He's doing lighting for Carly Rae Jepsen.
Literally.
That sentence is so pinpoint accurate for the time.
But it's so funny because Evan was like, we should get that girl on the podcast. And I'm like, oh, the biggest name in Hollywood right now? Like, for sure.
We should reach out to her. She's about to get nominated for an Oscar.
Literally. I'm
Have
like,
you seen that movie?
I saw it, yeah.
Is it good?
It was good.
Okay, I want to watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
She's a great actress.
It's really well done.
Wait, what's the name of her character?
Didn't she
Sujin?
Oh yeah, Sujin.
Didn't she have sex with him too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we find
Sujin
out
understood.
when
Yeah.
when Marnie finds out that Booth Jonathan hired her to host and not was like, my girlfriend's gonna host this party with me.
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck? And Booth Jonathan was like, I thought it was very clear. I mean, Sujin and I used to fuck, and she knew that we were working together. Like, she knew the.
I love. Well, Sujin, talking about your earlier point, Sujin is a trust fund baby. As
Yeah.
you learn later too, but that's so funny. She's also worked an assistant job, but she's a trust fund.
It's so like, I didn't know until I moved to New York like how many people in entry level jobs are like, I just have to do this internship even though I am a millionaire in many ways.
Yeah.
It's like I have to do this, but it's like if anyone treats me bad, I'm immediately quitting because I can.
Because I have complete financial
Freedom.
mobility.
Yeah. It's like so
This is to
powerful.
blend in. That's
Yeah.
what they're doing. They're like, I'm doing this because I've watched all the shows I want to watch, and I need something to do during the day.
Yeah, literally.
And then isn't he like butt ass naked when she walks in?
Yeah. And Marnie's like, oh my God. And he's like, hey, Sujin.
I love the rose water ice drink, but that's so of the time. And we'll talk about it in a little, but it's like having weird flavor ice cream, especially like a basil and olive oil, so big in 2013. Every single place was doing that.
Literally.
It was so fun.
Okay.
Fun ice cream, salt and straw.
Hannah.
Salt and straw.
Hannah writing the
love
book
salt and
is
straw.
so she has 1 month. She's written one sentence that she hates. It reminds me of in the Drake and Josh Go Hollywood movie when Josh has to write a script and he eats an entire thing of grapes waiting to write the first sentence. Which is
But what
etched
is
in
the
my
one
brain for some
sentence she
reason.
writes?
She's like,
Hi, my name is.
hi, my name is, and it's the longest, fakest name you've ever heard. And you're like, Hannah, no. Stop.
It's like the SpongeBob episode where he does the all
Yeah.
detailed. That's what she's doing.
That's so right.
It's so like, though, like, as a writer, like, and you get a book deal, you're like, wait, this is what I've always dreamed of. And then you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And she's like, you can see like her awkwardness of being like, I'm actually really busy, like working on my book. But she's like, so like, I feel so crazy.
It's interesting because I feel like she does all of her best work when she's trying to get up to that point, and then whenever she reaches that like opportunity, that's when she's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to write.
No,
It's very
literally.
Caroline Calloway trying to get a book deal and then never writing the book deal.
Yeah.
No, she wrote the
did
book.
it.
Well, now she wrote the book 7 years later.
But sometimes it
was really
takes 7
beautiful.
years.
Sometimes it takes
Sometimes
7
7
years.
years.
She said on Forbidden Fruit like 6 months ago that she might need 7 more years, and she did it in. They were like 7 years, 7 months, Caroline, and she did it in 7 months. She listened to Julia Fox.
Okay.
That's actually
Yeah,
really powerful.
yeah,
And if Lena Dunham could talk to Julia Fox, then maybe she would have. the book.
exactly. Well, Caroline Calloway's first book is famously about Lena Dunham.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow, this is a very full circle.
Would love to have you on the pod, Caroline.
Caroline, come. on the
Come.
pod.
I love it. Okay, has anybody been?
What's outside?
Did you see a bird? Is there a bird outside?
I'm going in by looking
No,
out.
go.
You know what I
You
mean?
have to.
Have any of you ever dated someone because you liked the idea of the world that they gave you access to? And not really.
I
them
think I've gone on
specifically?
dates, but I've not dated.
No.
And I was like, maybe. And then I was like, well, we have nothing in common.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I just can't get past like being annoyed with someone. Like I can't. Like I feel like I pretend or I like joke about that, but once it gets down to it, I'd be like,
What is Thomas
I can't do
doing
this. No, I like
the
Thomas.
hell
I
is
like
Thomas
Thomas. Like I'm like, he gives me off. What am I gaining? I don't know. He's giving me access to a 6'2" person.
That's exciting.
It is
it's
exciting.
Like your brother really left an impact on you.
Oh wow.
We're really bringing up
We're
Freudian.
fighting. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's my bad.
That's my. You know what? Sorry.
We have to talk about the crazy girl that Ray runs into when he's trying to drop the dog off.
Oh my God.
And a
okay.
Webster hat.
This Staten Island girl
Webster
that's
Hall
like,
hat.
fuck you, bitch.
I love her.
Oh, yeah.
Her monologue is so good, and it's so
Webster Hall.
Yeah.
Webster Hall.
It's perfect. She's like, "Who are you, you loser ass bitch? Why aren't you at work?"
Yeah, good
And
question.
he's like, "Maybe I work at nights. Maybe I have not a 9 to 5." And she's like, "You're a loser, freak, loser."
Yeah.
And then Ray cries on a park bench.
She read him right away. She looked at him and knew everything that was going on.
No,
Literally.
literally.
And I want an episode about her. Like, I feel like
I want a bottle episode about her.
maybe she's not in
She's a spin-off.
the series because she like is going the right
No,
direction.
she needs to be on an episode of High Maintenance.
Yeah.
That's what. Or you know how they did a spin-off of Grey's Anatomy with just the redhead?
What was it
one?
called? Chicago
Private
Fire.
Practice? Private
Oh
Practice?
yes.
What's that girl's name?
Oh, I love her.
McDreamy's
Ex.
OG. Meredith.
No.
I think
Meredith.
It's Chicago Fire.
No,
I'm
it's
sticking to
it's
that.
private practice. She didn't even have to work in the ER. She did like plastic surgery. She won.
She hung out in LA. It was perfect.
Yeah, she did
They
nothing.
made
They
a
barely.
whole show about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All she did was talk at the reception
Whenever I can't fall asleep at night, I put that show on.
because nothing happens.
Yeah.
Does Shonda write it too?
No.
Shonda's
And
universe.
it
We're just
shows.
living in it.
And it shows. Yeah, she would not.
But
Yogurt Town Pike.
it's so. Ray is so funny in this episode. Just like
Yeah.
when they're walking
What's
with
a
Adam
pipe?
still and they get to Staten Island and he's like monologuing about how everybody in Staten Island like is like it's like sad because they don't live in Manhattan and like they must be so depressed. And it's like him feeling insecure and being like, well, at least I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then that,
You won.
and then that girl attacks him and is like, you know, you're not cool for living in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You nepo ass little loser bitch.
Yogurt Town.
Yogurt
Yogurt
Town.
Town.
I love Yogurt Town.
Yogurt.
He
Do you
like
care
can't-
about Froyo?
We're in Yogurt Town. What?
Do you care about Froyo?
Me?
We're a Froyo family here, so you have to watch your words.
Oh, I do.
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa, I just
Yay.
completely lied. No, I actually, I'm sorry. I don't like sweets, really.
I'm gonna do a super cut.
We're gonna
of
prank
just
your ass. Yeah.
Everything you said that's cancelable.
We're gonna nail your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like Froyo? You're done.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it in this town after we're done with you. Your edit is gonna be insane.
We camouflage this. We're literally Trojan horsing this. It's like, it's a girls' podcast. It's a prank show.
So, you guys like Froyo? Like a middle school
I
Yeah.
love 16
kid at
handles.
Oh my
at the
god.
mall?
Yeah, we want to put little squishy balls with juice in them. Boba ball.
I like Reese's.
Oh, you're like a sweet one.
When Evan goes away for the weekend, I always Uber Eats Oatly frozen yogurt to our apartment to feel something.
And it's $58.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm paying $85
You're
for
paying-
kind of like frozen yogurt.
You have 6 jobs. You can get $85 small yogurt delivered.
It's so devastating.
But
It's
but you love
funny.
it.
It's
But
worth
I-
And you know
it.
what? You love it.
Sometimes you have to choose joy.
Yes, that's so true.
I think we're ready for our next segment.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time. Are you a schoolgirl or are you getting schooled, girl?
I'm a schoolgirl.
What's your favorite utensil?
Fork.
Why is Marnie mad at you?
Because I ruined one of her dates.
Ooh. Would you rather live in a nice building facing an ugly building or ugly building facing a nice building?
Ugly building. Facing an no. Nice building facing an ugly building.
Are you the voice of your generation or a voice of a generation?
Definitely a voice of a generation.
What is your ebook about?
My ebook is about Jesus Christ.
How much
don't
are you
know.
getting paid for your ebook?
I'm getting paid $5,000.
Perfect.
Just like Lena. I don't know what it's about, and it's hard to write.
If you were at Booth Jonathan's art show, what would you be wearing?
I would be wearing overalls for easy access to masturbate in the wine cellar.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You killed that.
You got the Glock. You
Your
really
ebook.
did.
You're
I don't know what
amazing
ebook.
under pressure.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what my ebook was going to be.
You were
about.
glowing the whole time.
Really? I know. Smiling ear to ear. So excited.
Okay, now it's time to jump into our last segment. Then V now.
I can start us.
Okay, yeah. Kick
I
us
really,
off.
so in the first scene with the editor and Lena, he's like, everything is high and low, high and low. It's like, it's target for, wait, what was the person? Wait, cut that, Amelia. oh,
It's
it's
gonna be
Toni
doctor.
Morrison doing Target. You know what I mean? It's like it's high versus low, and I think the concept of high.
Toni Morrison doing Target.
It's so funny.
It's so
That's
funny.
insane. That's so.
The
that's
show
so
knows what it's doing.
No,
which is
it's
so
so
crazy.
crazy. It's so self-aware that everyone thought it wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
That's the
literally.
worst part.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But it's like the concept of high versus low is like was so big in 2012. Like everyone owned a Gucci bag and was wearing all like H&M.
And
Yeah.
high-low skirts were in. Ever thought about that?
Yeah, a romper even.
Yeah.
Hannah wearing the
Goes high
the
and it goes
silliest
low.
outfits in this episode.
Always.
Like, you know when a dress is also shorts, overalls, and made of denim, but it's cotton? That's what she was wearing to the event.
It was what's it called? What's it called? What's it called?
A
What it
jumpsuit?
is. No,
jumpsuit?
not a jumpsuit,
A
but
romper.
the romper.
Yeah, it's a romper.
Every outfit
like,
she
a
wears looks like a romper, even if it's like
Even if it's
even if it's jeans. It's like I'm like that's a romper.
And Jess is only in like long shawls.
Yeah, Jess is always like she like comes in with the breeze every time. And
It's
I'm
No,
like,
exactly.
She floats.
And Shoshana's so in her era of wearing like crazy hair. Like we're really
She
seeing it.
I know
this
she has
time
wearing a
around.
donut on her head.
the amount of ibuprofen she takes in the morning for that JoJo Siwa headache is fucking insane. Her hair is like tight back. She's
The
like,
way Shoshana's like, you can borrow whatever you want for this event, Marnie. And Marnie's like, I'll definitely have to be going shopping.
yeah.
But Hannah is wearing clogs in this episode, and the scene where she's throwing up after getting the book deal because she's so nervous.
Yeah.
And we get a wide body shot.
Yeah.
Her clogs are so cute. Every single girl in Bushwick is wearing the exact clog she's wearing today.
Love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
It's just like they hit like stuff like that once in a while, but it's overall the aesthetic is so like mustache tattoo on the finger that it's like it's really it's like hard to get past that.
No, 100%.
Like they're right about some stuff, but it's so anchor tattoo that it's
so anchor
It's so
tattoo.
anchor tattoo that it's kind of like hard to see when they won.
No,
you know what I
this
mean?
whole
The losses
show-
are
yeah.
so like glaringly obvious that it's hard to see when they win.
No, literally, this whole show exists inside like a beacon's closet.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
So funny.
The American
art show
Parallels.
is so like poking fun at like Brooklyn arts bros. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, are you going to like Spitballs show after this? And Hannah's like, no.
Spitball.
Yeah, he's like in a Mumford and Sons
Wait, we
outfit.
need names like that. I think we should all
Skater,
have. Yeah, we all
sketch.
need like taco, like all
Yeah.
those fun names in this show.
Yeah.
Because we didn't realize that people were having fun names 10 years ago.
Oh, a huge thing that happens in this episode is Shoshana asking Ray if he wants to go to this entrepreneur workshop.
Oh my god,
thing.
the Trump.
And
yeah.
she's like, on day 3, Donald Trump's gonna speak, and he's like a millionaire.
But he's so, it's like, it really was upsetting because he brought his daughter Ivanka on.
Oh yeah, it's so self-aware because Ray is like, is that a good guy? And Shoshana's like, well, like Ray's obviously like, he's a terrible person and
Yeah.
evil. But Shoshana's like, yeah, he shouldn't have brought Ivanka on as a judge on The
Oh, yeah.
Apprentice. It's so.
It's
Didn't
so
she go
funny.
into that thing because her old friends like made jeans or something?
Oh, that's
Oh my god, I love that episode.
That
I keep getting the
episode's
episodes wrong. They're
amazing.
blending together for me.
No, I
But
know.
I love that episode when she goes and sees them and she's
They
like pretending
hate
that she's
her.
a business, she's a girl boss too.
She's so epic.
I love her.
I love her arc. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
The Shoshana Renaissance.
They bring up Carly Rae Jepsen so much in this episode, and it's amazing.
That's
really-
a win. See that like
That's a win.
they got that right.
They got that right, and Carly Rae is still around.
Oh yeah.
Still here.
In 2012,
She's the biggest star in the world
She's
still.
the biggest star in the world.
Yeah.
She's Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
In some ways, she's like the lasting legacy. Like she had a song that's really big 12 years ago, and I'm sure she'll have a gay anthem in the next like 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can only hope for her.
Yeah, no, for
She's
sure.
in between anthems. It's a really scary place to be for an artist like that.
Yeah.
Like they can sell seats, but not that many.
but they can't pay their electricity bill.
They also have a side hustle.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
selling earrings.
They've been nominated for a Grammy, but they're only getting Zara ads. Back and forth.
It's really
contrast.
so perfect.
Hannah writing one sentence of her book and then just reading an article, 12 fruits that will make you fat.
It's so funny.
That's so real.
Listicles like that are around. So there are always ads though these days where it's like the ad is always like 12 things that are making you fat or keeping an extra 15 pounds on.
Yeah.
It's like a photo of a skinny person and there's like a layer of fat around them. Do you know
Yeah.
these ads what I'm talking about?
the margins of like every website you go onto.
Yeah,
somehow.
that has like no money.
Yeah. I love the push notifications I get on my phone that are like, this product has 10,000 5-star Amazon reviews. Look now. Have you gotten those?
Yeah.
Push?
Oh yeah.
It's like a push notification. And it says it. It's like obviously an
Oh
ad.
yeah.
And they're
I'm
like,
like-
this will make. It's like this
It's always
youth
a
serum.
powder. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god.
And I'm like, maybe I'll buy
No,
it.
I'm like, what? 10,000 5-star reviews, and then I click it, and I'm like, wow.
It's so
It's
fucked
Yogurt
because
Town.
we can't even trust reviews anymore because people buy them.
Yeah, we can't trust anything anymore.
Except for Carly Rae Jepsen, of course.
You
Yeah,
can
of
trust
course.
Carly Rae.
Carly Rae, but where's she been? She's coming out with an album.
Now?
She's coming out with it.
Our friend just went to her concert.
And
He did
people
the
really
lighting.
like her.
He did the lighting,
lighting,
for it.
right? Yeah.
I hope he did. Sujin's boyfriend did the lighting for it still.
She was winning that episode. So who won that episode? Do you think?
And
Shoshana,
because she's barely in
because
it.
everybody else was really down.
But she's
bad.
really down too because she's upset about Ray being poor.
I
and
think,
having no
but Sujin
aspirations.
went on tour.
Yeah, Sujin's fine. Marnie, it's like, well, I thank God she realized she's been
Yeah.
wasting her time. So in a way, she won. Looking back, she'll realize she won.
It's almost like
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like everyone's kind of worse off at the end of the episode, but like they all learned a really funny lesson.
Yeah.
Then V now, Shoshana bringing up Twilight.
So funny.
So Shoshana's like, oh my God, it's so cool you're going to the party. I feel like
That's so Bella. You're so
I-
cool. You're so Bella.
you're so
Swan.
Kristen Stewart. I'm so Anna Kendrick.
My
Oh, Anna
boyfriend
Kendrick.
wanted to
That's
buy.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the girl, Anna Kendrick.
Oh my.
To reference Twilight so casually is so special.
It's so special.
But
so
I feel
of
like
the
people
time.
have been bringing it up in the last week because of the Speak Now Taylor's version song that's like about being horny for Taylor Lautner. So it's
Which
kinda-
one?
It's called I Can Feel You Now. or
Holy
something.
shit.
When Hannah calls Marnie and they're both like, I'm fine,
Yeah.
even though they're both miserable, it literally breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I feel it in my body. It's like when you're talking to a friend and you don't feel like you can tell them, like, what's really going on, and you're both on the other side of the line not saying what you want to say,
Yeah.
and just, like, letting yourself be alone, it's devastating.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's like
What happened?
Well, because they're already bouncing. They're like on eggshells as friends already, and I think a big part of that is that they were so reliant on each other and weren't able to show up for one another. So now in this sequence, it's like they both are facing the aftermath of like the fallout because of how they both were being not good friends to each other. So
Yeah.
they're keeping it as neutral as possible because they still like care for each other. And I think the way that they showed they care for each other and not rocking about is trying to be like apathetic and not really showing their actual feelings for one another. And it really is beautiful because you can see that they both do have love for each other, but are on like in bad places and don't want to burden another person. And they
Yeah.
also probably haven't dealt the emotions fully themselves at this point, and they're not really admitted to themselves, and definitely not someone else, even their best friend.
Literally.
Yeah.
That was really well put.
Thank
Wow. Yeah. That was great.
I do it for Thomas. I do it for you, Thomas.
Thank you.
It's also the yin yang because it's like comparing how girls talk about each other's relationships versus how boys talk about each other's relationships.
Yeah.
I think that the episode was kind of about like the difference between male friendship and female friendship.
Oh wow.
That is so beautiful.
Love that.
Yeah, I wanted to close it on
I do want to
an
say
intellectual
one.
note.
Can I say this of a little fun note? When when Hannah calls Marnie after she gets a book deal, it's like Booth Johnson's like, why is Hannah calling you right now? She's like, I don't know. She probably found a really good hot dog.
Evil. That's so something you would say to me.
Oh, but the thing is, I'm actually obsessed with bar hot dogs. I wanted to, you know, the app where it's like find the best where all the public toilets in New York are.
Yeah.
I'll make an app where it's like find the best bar hot dog in New York.
Yeah.
Because it's really a cultural renaissance we're going through right now, where bars have hot dogs.
That is true.
It's like they used to have just like the bowl of nuts, and now they just have a
Hot dog
hot dog.
rotating machine, like one of those machines that spins hot dogs.
Just a
It's
slung,
broiling. Yeah.
I've only seen that at one bar, but
Two.
Okay.
Birdies.
and it's growing
The
and it's
hell?
spreading.
Lock me
It's
up.
spreading.
Okay, guys, we need to stop sitting in pools of our own sweat.
Yeah, that's
Lucas,
perfect.
thank you
Lucas,
for joining
thank
us
you
on
so
this
much.
underwater episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's never been
Underwater
moister
episode.
in Brooklyn, New York. I
It's-
don't think ever.
The climate is insane. The conditions were insane. But we pushed through, and I think we made a lot of good, interesting points.
Please follow Lucas on Instagram and TikTok and Threads now as
And
well.
Threads now as well,
Please.
especially
Please on
Threads.
Yes, please on Threads. I
Do you
need
have a show in
that.
September, right?
Yeah.
Do you
I-
want to plug it? Do you know the date yet?
We're Isabel and I are doing like we haven't planned it yet.
Okay,
We're doing,
okay.
Do you do stuff with Club? Sorry,
Yeah.
We'll talk after Club Going, right?
Yeah. I only met her like we were like she's 2 years older, so it wasn't like a lot of overlap.
Yeah,
but
that
I know
makes
who
sense.
she is.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we should all hang out.
Yeah, oh my
She's
God,
so
please.
funny. She's best. Okay, cool. This ended an episode about friendship. It ended with friendships. A friendship in real life. And I'm too far away to
Thomas,
lean in.
get in here.
Thomas, get in here. The
Here.
showcase.
Thomas reveal.
Thomas, look.
Thank you
And-
so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week covering
Rate and
episode
review,
7.
please.
Screenshot this up.
This will be the thumbnail.